Welcome. Today I will be paraphrasing, summarizing, and sharing for the May 26th Al-Anon readings, Encourage to Change and a Little Time for Myself. We'll begin with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Before I begin, I'd like to say happy birthday to my cousin Susan. Mwah. I don't think she even knows that I make videos, but if she ever comes across it, it'll be nice that I acknowledged her. All right, I will take a moment and look this over. The question is, how can I contribute to my well-being today? And the passage is about someone who wasn't feeling very well. They felt a deep emptiness. They talked to their sponsor and they asked themselves about HALT, H-A-L-T, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So they went through the list. Were they hungry? Were they angry? So on. And they realized that if any of those things are off, then they are very likely to feel unbalanced. Because hungry, angry, lonely, and tired correlates to physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Today's reminder. Sometimes it may take time to get back a feeling of joy and gratitude for life. Whenever we check in with ourselves about our physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual well-being, we're working positively towards wellness for ourselves. And the quote is from Intimacy in Alcoholic Relationships. Healing contributes to our spiritual well-being. So how can I contribute to my well-being today? I guess making sure I don't feel hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. I get a really good night's sleep last night. I usually sleep very well, but the previous 2 nights, I only slept okay. One night, there was a dog barking in the middle of the night, which never happens. And of course, I was thinking, is this dog okay? Should I go help this dog? How will I find this dog? Not that it's funny. And I don't know what happened because the dog stopped barking and I haven't heard the dog barking since. But that is to say that when I get a good night's sleep, that really is helpful for me because I have always needed a lot of sleep. I know that everyone needs sleep, but people need sleep on different levels. And I am aware that I'm the type of person who can't mess around with sleep. Like, I don't have a lot of reserve. I need to get my sleep every night. I think that keeping in touch with my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being, it's a mouthful to say. It's even more of a challenge to make sure that I feel well in all those areas. For me, I think they're all connected to um, to my spiritual well-being, my emotional, my mental, and my physical is all connected. So this person says when they feel connected to their higher power, they never feel lonely. They say that in this passage. And I feel like when I think about the idea that Al-Anon gives us, that our higher power loves us and accepts us no matter what, and on a certain level, the people in our fellowship accept us and love us exactly as we are. That that helps me when I see, this may sound silly, but when I just, like, I went to the supermarket this morning, and when I just see people, like, doing their thing, just picking out food for themselves, for their family, for whoever they're picking out food for, just that, uh, there's something that's really, like, uh, very, like, there's a lot of abundance, prosperity, uh, supermarkets, grocery stores, places that are just filled with food. Um, like, we need it for life. So it's just, there's something on a certain level that, like, is moving to me about whenever I'm in a supermarket. Because, we can go to a lot of stores. Like, I love going to Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, but honestly, there's nothing in those stores that I absolutely need to survive. It's all like fun stuff. And yes, we need clothing, but I can get that at a thrift store. And all the other stuff that they sell, I can get elsewhere. It's really all fun stuff, which there's a place for. But like when I'm in a supermarket, this is this is like the like required for life. And I don't know. It makes me feel very grateful and very like that I have a lot of prosperity and abundance in my life whenever I go to the supermarket, because I can pick out whatever I want, because I can pay for whatever I pick out. And I just feel like that is amazing. I know it's easy to take that for granted, but I do not. And I don't know, going to the supermarket contributed to my well-being today. So it kind of goes with the question. I think that's all I have to say about that. Then I made us a yummy lunch, and it was all good. All right, I'm going to read this page. Hmm. This is a beautiful passage about basically living and learning, making mistakes, trying not to repeat mistakes, realizing that we're always changing, letting go of old ideas that no longer work for us, not getting too attached to any single approach to things that occur in our lives, adjusting to change, keeping an open mind, having flexibility in our thinking, realizing that we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. Today's reminder: as we grow, we learn and unlearn, replacing ideas that don't work for us with new ideas. This is all part of our growth. And the quote is from Helen Keller. We can deal with changes and be free spirits, and that is a sign of strength. It's very inspirational. And it's just true. Like, all of this is in my control. The way I think, the way I decide to be flexible or rigid, it's my choice. And this reminds me that being flexible is often more rewarding. Reminds us to keep an open mind. Good suggestion, Al-Anon. I love it. We'll close out with the Serenity Prayer and 3 mindful breaths. Here we go. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Sending you love. Take care.